What's going on, guys? Sir Nerds a lot here, and today I wanted to start doing a video for a video series based in Warframe, where I go through and I share with you some builds that I've got. Now I know there's a lot of videos out there that do this, but I think that I think differently than a lot of people when I am building these sets of mods here on the different weapons and the different warframes, and I think that you guys could learn some things and maybe even teach me some things with these builds. So today we're going to be looking at a build that I've got for Banshee. Okay, it's focused around the resonating quake mod, which changes her sound quake and how it functions. So instead of a continuous ability that just drains your energy while it's running, it's a single cast ability, and it multiplies the damage by 20, which is amazing. However, damage at the epicenter gradually weakening as it expands out, as you can see it says there. So basically, from Banshee, the further out you go, the less damage that this ability is going to do. So I played around with it. I tried some shorter range versions of this. I tried some long range versions of this, and I really prefer the long range version of this build because even though you're losing damage the further out you go, it still does a ton of damage with this build. And I've tried this on Eris, I've tried this on Pluto, you know, the higher level planets, on some defense missions going up to about wave 10, 15, and it still holds its own pretty good. So let's run through the mods. So let's start with the aura. So we've got energy siphon. Any build where you're going to focus on the abilities, you're going to want to have energy siphon. I just honestly think that every Warframe should be using this aura mod. So, and especially when you're in a group that's got multiple of them, you're going to get that bonus stacking on each other. Okay, next mod is intensify. Obviously we're going for damage here, so the more damage we can pump into this ability, the better. Next one's going to be transient fortitude. Again, more ability strength, however it does bring down our duration a little bit. I don't have this mod max because I don't want to bring my duration all the way down. You can see it's already down to 25% because of another mod. So I want to be able to use all of her abilities. Streamline. Ability efficiency, again, it goes hand in hand with the energy siphon mod. You really want to use the lowest amount of energy that you can when you're casting your abilities. So this helps with that a great deal. Power drift, again, I don't have the Exilus spot open on this Warframe. I actually just recently got this Warframe, but if you have this open, drag this up there, man, replace it with something else. And if you have any of these mods in a primed version, use that instead. Okay, this is just my build with what I have available. All right, so power drift's just going to give us another 15% ability strength with some chance to resist knockdown. That's pretty good, but we really just want the strength out of that, so that's fine. Fleeting expertise for more efficiency, so we can just spam that ability and just keep the area clear of enemies. It actually really helps a lot. So you can see that we have the efficiency here at 155%, so that's really good. Blind rage, 63% more ability strength. Now this does take away from our efficiency, which is why we've thrown this mod on here. Normally what I try to do with these builds is I'm either going to break even at 100% efficiency, or I'm going to add at least like 5 or 10% efficiency. So I don't want to max this out, and just like with this, I don't want to max this out and bring my duration down to 0. Okay, but you can see with all of those damage mods, we've got our strength up to 238%. That's a lot. Now if you wanted to, you could max out these mods and bring it up past 300%, and you'd be one-shotting enemies for days. But you want to be practical. You want to be able to use your other abilities. It's nice to have the sonic boom there, as well as a lower energy cost ability that will, keep enemies away from you. And of course, you got to have the augment mod here. And then lastly, we have stretch. So I did talk about how I tried with short range builds because of the fall off damage from the center of the ability. However, if you're hitting less enemies with this ability, then I feel that it loses effectiveness. But on top of that, I feel that the fall off isn't as bad as you would think. You can make this ability reach an entire room. If I had that Exilus spot open, I would probably throw this Cunning Drift back on here. That's what I changed, which is why you see this here. And add that extra 10% range, or I may go with the Endurance Drift, which gives you even more energy. And these mods here just go with what we've already done. So we're focusing damage, we're focusing efficiency, and we're focusing range, as well as having the slot for the augment mod. So that's it for the build, guys. I hope that you've enjoyed this. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications so that you know when I post new videos. I'm going to try to start doing new videos at least once a week, starting with this series. The next build that I'm going to be working on is the build for the Baza submachine gun primary weapon. I believe that it has great potential, and so I'm going to format it, and I'm going to try to get it back up to 30, and we're going to see what we can do with that gun. All right, so thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. See ya.